All right, boys, April 26th. It is Saturday. Current water temperature at the beach area, 64.2. Nice little drop, but it's expected. Today here in Richmond, kind of cool. Getting some rain coming in very soon, I hope. Cloudy all day. A nice little breeze today, no humidity. Check out the latest Andy video entitled April 25th, 2025, showing the lush greenery of his neighborhood in Georgia. Posted last night. Good video. Last night's feature presentation was closed on Mondays, 1974. It's a short film introducing claymation to the world. Has two credited actors. One of them is Holly Johnson, not the Holly Johnson from Frankie Goes to Hollywood in the film Body Double 1984. Holly Johnson, two voices. All right, that's last night's feature presentation. Also last night we had night 2 of the draft. Always a lot of fun. Friday night starts at 7 o'clock. Picks go a little faster, so you got to start getting up to speed and being ready. We had round 2 history of the draft trivia, and then we had some round 3 of the draft trivia, which was a lot of fun. And again, it was John dominating, as he has done from Thursday and Friday, really dominating in trivia, picking up a lot of wins. I mean, like maybe close to like 15 wins over the last couple of nights. So he really knows his NFL draft players. Dark Sky, who was huge in night 1, was a little more subdued last night. He was just a little quieter, but he came back. Mrs. Sparkle was a no-show. Kari Thaggood was in again. Good to see her in. Andy was around. Bolts 224 was around a little bit at the beginning. And we still had, not as many as we had on Thursday night, but we still had a fun time on Friday night. And once again, for the second consecutive night, it was Cubbies as the MVP so far of this draft, of the party, coming in once again, giving us picks a few minutes before they were announced on any of our broadcasts. Bears got the inside track, and not only that, but he also immediately gave us the final breakdown of the Panthers-Bears trade and what the Bears got in that trade a couple of years ago with the Panthers. The big one being Caleb Williams, but some others last year and this year. Really doing a good job. The Chicago Bears are really doing a great job. I thought their draft last year was outstanding, and this year could be even better. The Ravens again doing a great job, and what we're going to see, tonight or this afternoon. Remember, day 3 of the NFL draft, the final day, comes very quickly, so you got to be ready. In fact, it's 11:20 in the a.m. right now. 40 minutes, the Browns will be on the clock. I think it's the Browns in round 4 kicking things off. But yeah, we saw like 4 quarterbacks yesterday go. Man, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we had one there at the end. And then another thing that I noticed in the back end of the second round and the third round, some big time defensive ends. This is a deep defensive end class, but I think we really trimmed it down last night as teams were scooping up the best of the rest at the end of the night. So I think the slip-ins are the pickings are a little bit thin. The guy Jackson was a great pick. The guy from Boston College was a great pick. Mike Green went kind of late. So there's probably still some guys there, little diamonds in the rough, but I think the best have been taken. However, the running back position, still huge. Okay, so you still have a lot of running backs left. Quality guys who can give you fill a lot of needs. Whether it's a possible future feature immediately or in the future, a third down type, pass catcher out of the backfield, blocker. We got a couple of good. Actually, a couple of fullbacks, like H-back types as well, kick returners, and the two that I've highlighted in my sleepers on the whiteboard still have not gone yet. Blue is one of them, and then the guy that I really am watching to see who picks up will be Tootin out of Virginia Tech. Watch some clips on him. He's 5'9", about 208 pounds, but this guy, folks, is electric. He tied for the top speed in the combine, and good leverage, low to the ground, makes tacklers miss for his size. Played against some good teams in the ACC, and it's not a guy that I think will be great picked if just any team picks him. I think it's really got to be kind of the right fit. I mean, just picture him, for example, like in the Lions offense. Man, he would be tough to defend. So I really like that guy, Tootin out of Virginia Tech. All right, so running back is definitely the one to watch as we come down to the final 4 rounds of the draft. And of course, Shedeur Sanders still waiting. I think it will be the Raiders. I think it's gonna be the Raiders in round 4, guys. I honestly do. That's my pick. I know I had him picked at number 9 by the Saints, and so the Saints end up taking Slouch, I forget how to say his name, last night. Louisville, 6'5" quarterback, but I think he's going to go to the Raiders in round 3, boys, today. So we're going to open up the party room today. Maybe tailgate starting in a few minutes. I know it's going to be very fast and furious. Hoping to see a lot of Mel Kiper today. I really love this day. And last year, I watched it from wire to wire on Saturday. Not sure about this year. Gonna have to just sort of feel it out and see how it's going. If my interest is still there, I'll watch the entire thing. If not, take a break and do a feature. Because we haven't done a long feature in a while. We haven't done many feature presentations lately. So looking forward to today, and then we're gonna have tonight. It should close out with Mr. Irrelevant, usually around like close to 6 o'clock Eastern time. So after the Mr. Irrelevant pick, I'll do my best to stay with you guys through this afternoon. Post Kiper's top 10 available, post who's going where, who's picking where. We're not gonna have trivia during the afternoon, but post some analysis. This is the day I like to post little analysis of each player. Maybe post who I think is going to go, and then you guys can chime in on that. And then tonight we'll do, as we typically do, we'll do some random trivia, but we'll also do some history of rounds 4, 5, 6, and rounds 4 through whatever the highest there was, like 30. So we like to do that. So rounds 4 through like 30, history draft trivia. Okay, and then after 6 o'clock, don't forget, this is the scrap heap period. So right after Mr. Irrelevant is picked, you start seeing a lot of scrap heap players picked up. And so we'll see how that goes. Like, usually a lot of guys who come into camp, get cut, play in the preseason, get cut. Some of them make the team, some make the practice squad. So a lot of the undrafted players will be picked up immediately by various teams, and into tomorrow you'll see some of these guys signed. So it's just a fast and furious day. I hope to see you guys, all of you, around at some point today. And if not today, coming tonight, we'll keep the NFL Draft Party 2025 chat room open until late tonight. We'll shut it down. And this is always the fun time of year. Excellent party. Another guy who has been an MVP, who was a huge player last night, was Mr. Met, who was really on top of his game last night. Mr. Met was definitely right up there as an MVP of the party. Talking about his McDonald's and the effects of the McDonald's. Talking about the draft, talking about the Jets. That a Super Bowl pick. I don't think I've uploaded that one yet, but I'll upload that one. That a Super Bowl pick. Classic. That's one we wait for every year. It's a quote we always wait for. So, all right, guys, gonna do some power walking. Haven't seen Duck yet for the draft. He's not a fan of the draft. He says it's overrated, but yeah, I think we're going into today. Will Sanders' kid be picked? What round will he be picked in? I'm thinking Raiders. If it's not Raiders, it'll be Steelers. I think the Browns are going to hold out until 2026. All right, guys. Forget anything? See you for the back end of the party.